Okay, let's really get into this. We've all had those infuriating customer service calls, right?
Hmm.
But imagine this scenario. It's not just frustrating, it could actually like damage your income. You're a vacation rental host. You spend maybe 5 solid hours meticulously gathering evidence. Maybe it's video proof of an unauthorized party. Maybe clear documents showing a third-party booking against the rules. You follow the process, you escalate, explain the policy, provide what feels like irrefutable proof. And then, bam, less than 10 minutes later, an automated email lands. Rejection, your entire appeal, just gone. That feeling, that disconnect, it's immediate, it's frustrating, and honestly, it feels kind of insulting. And that's the core challenge we're seeing professional hosts grapple with today.
It really is. And what's interesting, looking at the materials we've got, mostly from host communities, some industry research, business articles too, is how they all pinpoint this exact systemic failure. So our mission here is pretty clear. We need to explore what's actually happening when the platforms hosts totally rely on seem to, well, abandon them. And more importantly, what concrete, actionable strategies are out there to protect your revenue when these policy failures aren't just glitches but seem systematic.
Yeah, and the picture painted by the analysis isn't subtle. The main argument isn't really about occasional human error. It feels structural. The
Yeah.
idea is that platforms prioritize guests, the paying customers driving the revenue, often over the hosts, which positions the host more like an expendable gig worker than, say, a valued business partner.
Exactly. That imbalance really sets the stage for this whole conflict. If you look at that power dynamic, hosts see themselves, rightly, as running a service business. But the platform, they see the guest as the actual customer whose experience needs protecting above almost anything else. And that difference in perspective means the platform is very resistant to doing anything that might upset or offend a guest, even if that guest clearly broke the rules, sometimes flagrantly.
And you can see how that bias just cascades right down into the support experience hosts are describing. They talk about interactions that aren't helpful dialogues but feel robotic and pre-scripted.
Hmm.
Spending hours on the phone, sometimes with support staff who won't even give a real name or an employee number, makes accountability follow-up pretty much impossible.
It feels like deflection by design based on these accounts. The goal of that first line of support often seems to be about minimizing the platform's liability, preventing escalation, not actually solving the host's problem or even upholding their own stated